Hello everyone, welcome back. World Coin Hunt Day. If you were here, sorry, I've just been nosy at some of the stuff we've got in the tub. Yes, sidetracked as usual. If you were here on the last World Coin Hunt, you would have known and seen that I managed to get my hands on a bag of mixed foreign stuff. We went through it briefly, did a coin hunt based on the contents of basically what I just tipped out of the bag, really, just to see what we had. Now, as you can possibly tell if you were here, the bag's gone down a little bit. I have taken out some of the doubles, some of the more frequently seen odds and sods, and this lot now can go straight into the tub, give it a mix, but not too much of a mix. We want to see some of the new stuff again because I quite enjoyed that stuff. And we will crack on. So we squeeze that over to the side. Let's have a look. Let's go to there. That'll do. So there's our tub. Let's go for the first one. What have we got today? Upside down, I'd say, I guess. Yep, that's better. So George Sextus, so George VI, 1 cent. I've seen these before. These are, I want to say East Africa. Yep, East Africa, 1 cent. 1950. I don't think I got 1950 actually in my set. A little while ago, a few months ago, I had a batch of coins given to me, and there was a lot of East Africa stuff in there, and I managed to go off on a bit of a tangent, bit of a rabbit hole, and got a load more of these from online, starting to build the setup. I don't think 1950 was one of them. There you go, East Africa, 1950, 1 cent. That's a nice little start. Excellent stuff. That one's upside down as well. Oh, France. So we start off with some good stuff, and then we follow it up with a regular face. So France, 10 francs, 1989. These bimetal things, they pop up every so often. This might have been in the bag, actually. I'm not sure. So I did pull a load of these out. Very, very common. 10 francs from France, 1989. Turn you around that way. That's better already. 200 lira, 1979. That is Italian. Yep. Yeah. Again, these are fairly common. I've not seen one for a while, actually. You get these in hundreds, 200s. I want to say 50 as well, but I'm not convinced on the 50. But these do pop up. These are quite common. Not worth a great deal, unfortunately. But yeah, there we go. Italy, 200 lira, 1979. Nope, too far. Here we go. Sixpence, 1960. This is one of the new bag ones. We had, I think it was a 1965 or 66 sixpence from the last hunt when we were going through the actual bag itself. So that should have the Queen on the front, which it does. Very, very common. As I mentioned in that previous video, pretty much all the farthings, sixpences, halfpennies and pennies from Elizabeth's reign from 53 to 67 when they were stopped and withdrawn. They were not all withdrawn. Some of these stuck around until the 70s. I remember these as a kid. But yeah, they weren't formal currency as such. But they are very, very common. There's a lot of them. They seem to have gone overboard with these. Sadly, these sixpences are not silver. They're just cupro nickel. The silver coins stopped shortly after the Second World War. So there you go. United Kingdom, 1960. sixpence. Yep. Oh, thank you. Stuck to me as usual. It's all this warm weather, everything's sticking. Right. No, 2 euro cents. Okay. Oh. Not too sure. 2017. That say FR or just an R with an I through it? If it's just an R, isn't that Italy? Let's say that's Italy. Just trying to see, is that an R there as well? I think that's Italy. Yeah, I'll go with Italy for now until I've sussed out different. But by now you'd have seen it on the side of the screen. So 2017, presumably Italy, 2 euro cents. One more for my little collection of euro coins anyway. Oh, 50 sen. So that looks like Chinese writing at the top. Is that way around? I think that's that way around, isn't it? Looks like a bird flying. Not too sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's 50 sen. It's Chinese. Sure of it. Because they do their dates, their numbering system, pretty much the same as Japan, but I've seen them do it in reverse. So this one would be, where are we? Trying to get that first character in focus. No. So a 2, a 10, and a 1. So it's year 21. Not sure what year that's going to be for China. I've never really got my head around the Chinese dates. But by now, again, you should have seen it on the side. But yeah, 50 sen from China. Looks like a fairly early one. The Crichton head, as I always call it, if you're a Red Dwarf fan. That's Belgium. Yep, there we go. Belgie, which is the Dutch spelling, 1990, 50 francs. We haven't seen a 50 franc for quite some time. We've seen many others, the 10s and so on, but not the 50. It's quite a chunky little coin, actually. But yeah, there you go. 50 francs, Belgium, 1990. Do a bit of a dig down the side. Ooh, that looks old. 1925. Okay, yeah, we'll say that's old. Lietuvos Republic. Ooh, is that Latvia or Lithuania? Latvia, I think. 20 centu. Nice toning. That is a nice little coin, actually. Yeah, okay. That I think is Latvia. I'm going to go with Latvia. 1925. 20 centu. Nice. We've had Latvian coins and Lithuanian coins before, but Latvian seems to be more, I'm not going to say common because they don't pop up all the time, but they are certainly more familiar. Here we go, USA. This is going to be a wheat penny, judging by that date, 1948. Yep, there you go. 1 wheat penny, 1 cent. 1948, still in circulation today. still spendable. And I don't know about the year, but the fact it's a wheat penny, they're always collectible. People always like getting their hands on those. So that's a nice little addition. Pretty sure I've already got this one in my collection. There's no mint mark on it, so it's going to be Philadelphia as far as I'm aware. 1948 penny from the States. Let's have you that way around, shall we? Oh, another one from the UK, another one from that new bag. 1 shilling, 1947. Yeah, that'd be the last year, actually, that you had Ind Imp on British coins. Because Ind Imp is Emperor of India. And in 47, India went into their own little country all by themselves. There you go, George VI. And 1947, 1 shilling. Again, very common. Sadly, as well, as post-war, so there's no silver content, just copper nickel. Five forint, so that'll be Hungary, so it'll probably say Magyar. Yeah, there you go. 2014. We see the occasional Hungarian coin cross the screen. They from memory, they do quite a bit of wildlife on the back of theirs as well. It's always nice to see. You got one side quite plain, quite obvious, and that side got the year and the country. There you go. 5 forint, Hungary, 2014. Ooh, that one looks old. Let's grab that one as well. Two milliams. What's that date in the middle? 1950. I think that's a 2. See, what you got there is a 2. If it was a 3, you'd have an extra little spike in the top between those two top bits, making it a 3. So a 1 is a single line, a 2 is like that with 2 spikes, and a 3 has 3 spikes. It's the easiest way to remember it. But yeah, 1952, 2 milliams. Now, which country? Milliams. North Africa, obviously. Libya? Yeah, that's Libya. I recognise that chap. I can never remember his name. But that is definitely Libya. 2 milliams, 1952, I'm going to presume. 2 milliams. That's nice. I do like some of these North African coins. The toning on them is amazing. It's really, really nice. It's almost as though they made the coins to go that colour on purpose after a few years. Oh, here we go. Italy. Very common. This is, I want to say, 50 lira, judging by the size. Yeah. 1955. Very, very, very common. I think 53 was the first year these came out, and all throughout the 50s, 53, 55, and I think 57, extremely common. But they're good if you get a mixed bag and you're just starting out. You can certainly do a year run on some of these quite easily. So there we go. Italy, 50 lira, 1955. Ooh, what's that? Nope, put it back. Stop cheating. We'll have that one. Oh, I wish I had cheated now. Spain. So there's Franco. This is a a model version variety, whatever you want to call it, 1953. This is a 1 peseta. Yep. And the date is in that little star just there. Can't quite make it out. Is that 56? Yeah, I think that's 56. So if you've not seen my videos before, Spain are renowned for some of their coinage. They have a year where they've got a design. So this one says 53. There's following years of 57, 63. I think there's 74 as well, or 75. And when you flip them over, if they've got stars on the back, the first one usually has 19 in it for the first part of the year. And the second one, or if it's a single star, it will have the 2 digits for the year. So this one, I think, is 1956. So that is the actual year of mintage on a 1953 design coin. Very, very common. Oh, this is lightweight. Nearly dropped it. What's that? Ah! We've not seen one of these in a while. East Germany. Not normal Germany, but East Germany. You can tell it's East Germany because it's got the hammer and the oh my giddy, I keep wanting to call it a protractor. But yeah, that's the East German logo from the good old days of the DDR, Deutsches Democratic Republic. What have we got? 1 Pfennig, 1984, a mint mark, which I think is Berlin. I've not seen one of these for a while. Because when they reunited in the early 90s, when the wall came down, the Berlin Wall fell, I want to say 89, and by about 1991, all the currency for East Germany had stopped being used, and they adopted what was then the West German currency, because the West German stuff didn't actually say West Germany. It was just something that everybody else used to call it, East and West. But there we go. 1 Pfennig, 1984. Actually, yeah, another aspect of communist coinage was cogs, as in, cogs in machinery. If you look at those leaves, they've got what looks to be a cog-like design. So it's another giveaway of a communist era coin. There's not even a star on it. Usually you get stars on communist coins as well. Anyway, I'm rambling. I love history. It's great stuff. 1984, 1 Pfennig, East Germany. Let's move you around. Oh, here we go. Back to the usual faces. Oh, they had to come up at some point. 10 centimes, so that's France. 1990. Very, very common. 5s, 10s, 20s. They're a nightmare to get rid of. Again, like the Italian liras, these are good if you get a load of them in a bag and you're just starting out collecting foreign coins, world coins, or France in particular in this case, because you can get a nice little year run started off. So there you go. 1990 France, 10 centimes. Bit chunkier. Okay, which way around do you go? That way around, I think it is. I think this is Portuguese. Yep, there we go. Portugal, 1987, 20 escudos. I can never remember what the meaning behind the compass was. I always thought one of them pointed north, but clearly you do it that way, one goes west, one goes south, unless that's north and it points to the east and you flip it round that way, which is probably the obvious thing to do. But anyway, 20 escudos, 1987, from Portugal. Again, we do see those occasionally, so nothing out of the ordinary. It's always nice to see. Oh, this is a chunky beast. This is 50p. Oh no. Gambia. I think we've only ever pulled one Gambian coin before. Apologies for the state of my fingers. These coins are disgustingly dirty, and the more I touch them and handle them, the worse they get. 1987 Gambia. Any idea on the face value? People would say 50p, 50 cents, 50 something. Nope. One Dalasi. Okay. With crocodile. Not too sure what a Dalasi is worth. It's probably something like 10 pence or something, or 20 pence. 1987 Gambia. One Dalasi. Certainly the biggest one we've pulled so far. Liberté, Égalité. Oh, here we go. France again. 25 centimes. Oh, 1903. Oh, that is more the old style female headdress and character that you expect from France, rather than the more modern day. If you notice on that one, it's more like a skull cap and a bit of hair leading out, whereas the other one, the older one, it's more like a proper, what I would call the traditional French female hat from the days of the Revolution, and she's got some greenery mixed in there as well. That's nice. 25 centimes, 1903 from France. I might have to do a bit more digging on that one, see what little bit of history there is behind it. I don't think we've come across that one before. Oh, back to the small fiddly ones. 5p. That looks like a bull. I'm going to say Ireland. Yep. 1992. Ireland. There's the harp. The bull. 5p. Give it another 10 years. They're going to start playing around with euros, making these little chappies quite collectible. They're also still quite common, but people do like collecting Irish coins. So there you go. 5p from Ireland, 1992. $0.10. Oh, I've seen this one before. Now, where was it? Malta. Not what I was thinking. 1995. We have seen this before, but yeah, 10 cents from Malta. I think these are fairly common as well. We do see these every so often. But yeah, there's nothing fancy about them, but it's nice to see wildlife on there again. Ooh, another bimetal. One Turkish Larissa. Ah, that's the new lira. 2009 Turkey. Yeah, there we go. Bit bashed up around the edge. But yeah, that is one new lira, basically 2009 from Turkey. See those every so often as well, but I don't think they were ever worth a great deal. I think they were brought in to replace the old lira, where you could have hundreds of thousands of lira to the pound or something crazy. Remember that from my childhood. Oh, this is a nice shiny one. I think we found this one. We saw this one when we were going for the bag in the last hunt. Austria, 1 shilling, 1998. And on the other side should be the Edelweiss. Yes, 1 shilling. Very, very shiny. It looks like it's hardly ever been used. Of course, Austria, they're now using, as far as I know, the euro. So this explains why this one's in such good condition. But 1998, 1 shilling from Austria. Let's have a dig down the side. Anna. 1 Anna, India, 1934. Excellent. We have not seen one of these flower-shaped, petal-shaped ones for quite a while, actually. 34, so that's going to be George V. Yep, there he is. So see, that one says Emperor rather than King. Although it says King there, he was referred to as Emperor in India. Oh, we've not seen that one for a long while. I don't even know if I've got 1934, actually. I shall have a look. But yeah, that's a nice one to get for any collection, just even if it's just to get you off the ground and up and running. Come on. Ooh, hang on. What's that? That's small. Oh, drops is. Oh, a couple of small ones there. I think I've been digging to the bottom a bit too much. There's 2 small ones I've just pulled. So let's grab the first one. This is incredibly small. I don't know what coat of arms that is. Oh, Trinidad and Tobago. 10 cents, 1966. I think we've only ever pulled 1 Trinidad and Tobago coin in the past. And we've done well over 60 hunts. That's nice. Might only be 1966, so it's what, 60 years old, but that's a nice one to get. Excellent. So there's that one to go there. And the other one I've kept in my grubby little hands. Oh, Iceland. 1940. Whatever the king was, it's the 10th. Yeah, there we go. 1 arrear. I think that's... Oh, I can't remember what the actual denominations of their coins were, but that is the smaller variety. Many countries have at least 2 levels. So here we've got pence and pound. Some countries might have pence, fractions of a pound, and a pound. Some of the Arab countries, for example. But this one, I think, is a lower denomination. Probably the equivalent to a penny. But that is 1940. That's nice. Nice little extra, that one. So that's 26. Excellent stuff. And I shall pull one last one out. Square one. George VI, King, Emperor. That's going to be another India. These are obviously coming out of the bag that we've thrown in. Yeah, 2 Annas. 1945. So yeah, you go from floral design, of the coin to a diamond shape. Next currency up, next value up from a 1 to a 2. There we go. 1945, India, 2 Annas. Excellent. Well, I'm going to call it quits at that point. Let's get those out of the way. Move you over. Pick of the week. Oh, so many to choose from. We've got that one there, which was that 95, was it? Sorry, 25 is what I meant, not 95. I think that's Latvia, that one. You've got Wheat Penny. Wheat pennies are always great to get your grubby little mitts on. Then you've got that one from Libya, 1952. I think, to be honest, I am going to go for this French one. It's an early one, nice early one. And it's one I don't think I've seen before. 1903, 25 centimes. And I love that design on the front. That is really, really nice. And it's still fairly sharp as well. There's not a lot of wear to it. So that one is my pick of the week. 1903, 25 centimes from France. So if you enjoyed that video, please consider a like, maybe leave a comment. Let me know which one you think is better, your choice, or if you agree with me with the French one. We've all got our own favourites when it comes to old and foreign coins. There's so many options. But yeah, leave a comment. That'd be brilliant. Consider subscribing. Click that share button. Help get me out there even more. And I will catch you next time. So until then, take care. I'll see you then. Cheers all.